Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening to the honorable lecturers and all of my friends. My name is Reygita Putriditia. Today, I'm going to present my research proposal entitled The Effect of Using English Sing YouTube channel on Vocabulary Retention of 3rd Grade Elementary School Students. To begin with, vocabulary mastery is the foundation for young learners. However, I have observed that many students struggle to retain words because traditional methods are often teacher-centered and monotonous. Therefore, I propose using English Sing on YouTube. This media is relevant because it provides dynamic visual and auditory stimulation, which is essential for elementary children to build long-term memory tracks. There are two main goals for this study. First, to empirically examine whether English Sing significantly improves student vocabulary retention. And second, to analyze how the student respond to this digital learning media during the vocabulary learning process. Theoretically, this research aims to enrich the literature on digital audiovisual media for EFL classroom. Periodically, I hope this study provides a creative and innovative alternative for English teachers to overcome classroom boredom and help students improve their memory retention in an entertaining way. In terms of theory, English Sing is built on the dual coding theory, where verbal and nonverbal information are processed simultaneously. Furthermore, the media uses a deliberate repetition strategy. This consistent reinforcement through songs and animation serves as cognitive scaffolding, helping students store within their long-term memory more effectively than rote-based methods. For the methodology, I use a qualitative approach with a quasi-experimental design, specifically the non-equivalent control group design. I choose this because I have to use intact classroom groups. Class 3rd A will be the experimental group using YouTube, and Class 3rd B will be the control group using flashcards. The procedure involves 3 steps. First, a pretest to identify baseline scores. Second, the treatment phase where I teach both groups. And third, a post-test to measure actual vocabulary retention. To ensure the study is valid, I standardized the materials, kept the session duration equal, and personally taught both classes to avoid bias. To gather data, I use a vocabulary test and a questionnaire. The questionnaire covers 3 indicators: motivation, ease of acquisition, and active engagement. Finally, I will analyze the data using an independent sample t-test in SPSS with a significance level of alpha 0.05 to see if there is significant difference between the groups. That is the end of my presentation. I really appreciate my feedback, suggestion, and question from the honorable lecturers and my colleagues. Thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.